Okay. So everyone wants to know how to make these gingerbread houses. So, step one, you're going to pour sugar into a nonstick pan on the oven. And I would put it on like medium high. And you're going to just let that melt down. It'll like caramelize and it'll turn a golden brown. And once it's like a smooth golden brown, you're ready to go. It will eventually burn. It's okay to do that. The best choice for graham crackers are the name brand Honey Made graham crackers. They just don't dissolve in the sugar like some of the off-brand stuff does. So you're going to, can you open that for me? You're going to open those up. My assistant here is going to help me. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, open up the graham crackers. And then you're gonna break them in half so that you've got squares. And you need 6 squares for every house. While he's working on that, I'm gonna stir the sugar, which is not doing much yet. But it will get hot and it will melt. And what, if you're doing this in mass quantities, I would just make like stacks of 6, so that you've got all of your crackers ready to go. Just keep in mind when you're doing this that the sugar gets hot. And if you get it on your skin, it's going to burn just like a hot glue gun. Glue burns your fingers, but it's even worse. I say bad words when it happens. Yeah. And you will have blisters on your fingers and maybe scarred for life, but you know. Do it for the kids, so it's worth it. I don't know if you can tell, but my sugar's starting to clump up in some spots, so it is starting to melt down. And I'm just gonna leave that be. So I'll come back with a second video as soon as the sugar is ready to go.
Is that one asleep yet, or is she?
Yeah, she's
Your dad bed taking away again?
probably. Alright, so you can see that my sugar is really clumped up now. It's heating up. I use this like silicone spatula. It works really well with this in a non-stick pan. It's what I find works best for this activity. Okay, you can kind of see it starting to color up some. But you gotta get it all melted down. No clumps before you're ready to go. This is the right color. And once it's all melted, you'll be ready to start dipping and cementing your houses together. We're watching Finding Dory on TV in the background, so if you can hear Dory singing, I apologize for that background music. That is what we're doing. Okay. Once this gets melted down, you're going to turn down the temperature to like a 2 or low. Just so it doesn't burn too quickly, and you'll have to turn up the heat as the sugar becomes harder to work with. So it's kind of a constant, you know, up and down temperature battle, but you don't want it burning too fast. So it's just something you have to adjust as you go, and you'll figure it out. You'll understand pretty quickly. Sometimes if it's too hot, it won't stick as well either. So you kind of, I'm going to go ahead and turn down the temp now, because this stuff, you can see how smooth that sugar's become. I've done nothing but put sugar in a pan. There's nothing added to this. It's just the sugar. Okay, Travis, this is ready to start dipping. So I'm gonna have Travis demo this for you, so I can hold the, unless you want a video. You want me to do it? Okay. So I'm gonna demo. So you just take your 2 graham crackers, you're gonna dip them together in, and then you're just gonna stick the sides together and hold. And it will start sticking pretty quickly. I'm already, you know, getting pretty close to stuck together. It's a little bit movable. I like to put it on my marble countertops. It cools off really quickly there.
The granite.
Oh, sorry. Granite countertops. Thank you for the correction. And then you do the other side. Same way. I'm turning this down to low. Okay. And you can do like a whole bunch of those all at one time if you're doing this in big quantities. I'm going to be making, you know, 250 of these this year, so I would probably make my L's, a lot of L's first, and then go back and connect them. This is, you can see how hot this has gotten, and it's already starting to change to a darker brown. It's really hot. So I've got this down as low as I possibly can. I'm even going to take it off the burner there for a second so it can settle down a little bit. If it burns, it's no big deal. It still works just fine. Okay. These are completely set now, so I'm going to dip the edges in and form my square. Again, set it on the countertop, let it set. Now for the roof, dip the edges and stick them. What I like to do is I like to set them up here so I know exactly what the angle needs to be. I'm going to let that set up a little bit, cool off. You can see just the little gingerbread house. Oh my gosh, this stuff has burned fast. And then once that's ready to go, oh my gosh, it's burning. It's not ready yet. You have 2 choices. You can either dip the roof in and set it on top, or you can dip the whole house and set the roof on top. It's up to you, your preference. I like to do the whole house because it gives you the drip marks, which I think is decorative and cute for the gingerbread house, but it's kind of up to you, your preference on that. One way is not easier than the other. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and dip, flip, and attach my roof. And there we go. There's the gingerbread house. Do not burn your fingers. That hurts. You can see like the little drip marks I was telling you about are right there. I think those are cute. So anyway, a gingerbread house.